Hello, lovely fire signs, and welcome to your daily focus tarot for today, Tuesday, August 2nd. So, the Knight of Swords came out in reverse. Now, knights and princes are the same thing, right? So, you've got two knights or princes, and these are about action, right? Their messages in action and acting on those things. So, the Knight of Swords, he can be impetuous. So this can be talking about being unfocused, being disorganized, being burnt out, unreliable because you're burnt out. And the clarifier, the Prince of Cups, was the first clarifier. So you'll notice Swords, the horse has his head down, he's got his head down, he's focused. In reverse, obviously he's unfocused, he's not going anywhere. Prince of Cups, he's really not going anywhere. That horse looks like it's falling asleep on its feet. And this is talking about being too much in idealized situations and daydreams. I'll read to you a little from the book. It says, the challenge is to avoid the pitfalls of illusion and glamour. It is hard to act when much of your attention is in the world of dreams. And so you may be experiencing a conflict between what you feel in your heart and your need to take action in the world, which is a very good way of summing this up. For other clarifiers, 3 other cards came out at once, which is the Four of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and the Lord. Now, the Lord is a 4, right? He's a 4 in the way he's sitting. He's making the same gesture with his legs as Odin is when he's hanging as the hangman in the tree, right? He's sacrificing. The Lord is all about setting boundaries, taking clear action, and doing that in order to get what you want. You're establishing a routine. You're establishing a structure. So in order to get these knights, these two princes moving to get what you want, you need to establish structure. The Nine of Cups is what you want. It's satisfaction. It's almost to the 10. It's an emotional, a spiritual satisfaction, right? So this is talking about wanting to get that contentment, wanting to get that realization of dreams, okay? And trying to use structure, trying to set up a structure to get that, to get these prints moving in the right direction, to get this one flipped upright and this one moving in the first place. Now, the Four of Cups, I find it odd because it can be talking about a fallow period. You know, 1 cup is spilled, 2 are just sitting there, 1 is behind this person, and this person, they're wearing, you know, their passion, their dreams, their love, but they're just kind of sitting there, laying there in amongst the tree, not really doing anything with their cups. And it almost reminds me of the 7 of Cups. 2 different people, but dressed similarly, just kind of sitting there like there's that possibility, there's that 1 cup they're both ignoring back there, and then there's all these other cups that they could pick up, but they're just ignoring them. So while 7 of Cups is more about wishful thinking, 4 of Cups is more about just, you know, not doing anything. You're thinking about it, but you're not doing it. You know, so reevaluating is this 4 of Cups, and you're reevaluating, you know, in terms of emotional and spiritual, in terms of feeling, in terms of what do you want with this 9 of Cups here, and maybe you're even reevaluating how you're going about to get the 9 of Cups, how you're going to structure this. And the 4 is about structure. So 4 of Cups And the Lord, which is 4, you know, you've got 2 4s. You've got all these cups. You've got all this emotion, all this spiritual, all this desire, this unconscious desire. And you're not doing anything with it because the Knight of Swords is in the reverse. And then we've got 3 of Cups over here, which this particular 3 of Cups always says to me destiny. It always says fate for a number of reasons. But it can also talk about, because the clarifiers were the 7 of Swords and the 9 of Wands. So the 9 of Wands, it's quite obviously a defensive card. There's a new day. There's also a fire, right? And he's standing on the high ground. He's standing on the solid ground. He's got his wands pointed out like they're spears or they're swords. You know, anybody who tries to come at him and attack him is going to get, you know, hoisted on these wands. So he's using his spiritual to defend himself, and he's got a broken arm. He's got a broken wing here. So he can't fully defend himself. He's defending himself as much as he can. He's persevered to create this wand barrier between himself and anything that might try to attack him. 7 of Swords. This guy is working late into the night. He's got a headache, or he's trying to stay awake, you know, rubbing his head. He's got all these cutting thoughts around him, these unbalanced swords. Some of them are leaning, some of them are laying on the table. They're just not, you know, he hasn't put them away for whatever reason. So this can talk about being overworked. You know, this can, like, this guy is obviously worried about something. He's writing something. He's thinking about it. He's anxious. He's stayed up late into the night, into the early hours of the morning. Or maybe he got up in the early hours of the morning to work on this. He can't let it go. So he's, you know, can be talking about overwork due to anxiety and not, you know, using that collaboration with the 3 of Cups. Maybe the collaboration is not there, you know, and the celebration is not there. You feel you still need to persevere out of worry. This card can also talk about using your intellect to recover something that's lost. Like to find it, right? So you're thinking about it, you know, you walk away to go to bed, and you lay down, you start to relax, and then boom, you know where it is. It can also be talking about strategy. So coming up with a strategy to deal with fate, to deal with this collaboration that's maybe not working out. It's got you bound, but it's not working out. You're trying to persevere. You're trying to come up with a defense for yourself so that you can leave, so you can fly away, so you can get out of this. And you're finding it hard to accept. This card also talks about opening up to becoming whole and healing. And when you're talking about coming up with a strategy to recover something that's lost and celebrate it, something that was destined to happen, you have to acknowledge that you're not meant to hold on to everything forever. You're not always meant to have everything that you want just because you want it. Some things don't work out. this being content, but also having wishful thinking and being inactive, having this fallow period, not having the harvest like everybody else is having. The harvest is going on. It is harvest time, but you're not having it for some reason. You don't have that structure. You don't have that planning, that ability to get it back because that collaboration is missing. Maybe collaborating and what it brought you, the destiny that it brought you, was something that injured you. And you persevered, and now you're getting that healing. You're getting that strength. You're getting that knowledge to move on. But you're letting worry get the best of you. Don't do that. Move on. Keep going. Keep going forward. Don't let yourself be tempted by negative things. Stay in your lane, as they say, and stay high vibe. You know, don't let other people rise above what other people are doing. Don't let their negativity get to you, because karma is real. You know, if they do something to you and it hurts you, it injures you, they're going to get injured back. You don't need to do it. You don't need to worry about it. Something will happen. Okay? And it's the universe balancing itself out. It's the lessons that we come to Earth to learn, balancing out, right? Don't overwork yourself. Don't give in to that temptation to be negative, or that you have to do something. You don't have to do anything. Do you need to do stuff sometimes? Yes, but you don't have to. You need to reframe it in terms of you need to move forward, take action in order to get what you want, in order to get that satisfaction, in order to have that structure in your life to get what you want. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.